Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's 11:20. I have been sitting here since 5:20 this morning. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6 hours. I have already been here. 6 hours. I am showing you this end because we've got to do the responsible thing. I am going to show you the front end, and I do show you the front end. And this is how to make money using the internet, using the new tools that are available to anybody and everybody. And yes, I do make money here. This is the location of my business. But I've got to tell you, Angel, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I do not want to give anybody that impression. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme by any stretch of the imagination. It certainly isn't. What this is a person being willing to do the work and being blessed by the benefits of doing the work. That's what this is. This morning I am here cleaning my devices because I have gone into full production mode. I am busy creating a portfolio. Yeah, Rachel, I'm creating a portfolio, and I want people who go on my ecosystem to see what it is I bring to the table. So I have got these things that are going on my portfolio.
Hello there, welcome. I am glad.
So these videos.
Hello, welcome to personal development.
I want people who come onto my portfolio to see what I bring to the table. I'm very good, Brami.
It's your girl.
But you see, each one of these is an individual video that requires editing. Yeah? Each one of these is a video I have edited this morning.
Anybody who knows how these foods work,
I am still doing it.
want a cake. It's a whole achievement.
So those of you who are looking for a brand ambassador, you didn't get my house address. Oh, Brami. Oh, were you being serious? Oh, if you are being serious, inbox me. I live in New Shahama. But yeah, inbox me. If you are nearby, inbox me. I thought it was usual banter that we can. No, I'm not looking to show you that yet. I'm still editing. But I'm telling you, this morning, I have been here working on this portfolio. One, I have had to go find the videos. And two, I've had to come and bring the videos to my editing interface and actually edit them. As you can see, I am still in the business of editing this particular one. But just this particular one is doing my heading, so I probably am going to have to voice over onto this video, although it was already done very well before. I want you to understand, it's a bit far. Yeah, I live out of town, but I do come to town for work, so let me know. I went to find Mazouk a few years ago at the this thing on Mariel. What is it? The fancy mall on Mariel Island. The Galleria. Tell me where you are. We might be able to work something out. It would be nice to see you. So listen, me. I like to show you the full reality. You are serious? Okay. I like to show you the full reality of how this whole thing works. I don't want to deceive anybody. I don't want to give you false promises. I want to show you my desk, and at the moment it's an absolute mess. There is the laptop here, which is feeding off. There is my phone, which is also feeding off. The drink that I made, that I was supposed to have drunk an hour ago, is still sitting here. I've started my healthy living. This is something I'm supposed to do to neutralize blah 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 and alkalinize blah blah blah. Sister Josephine, but I haven't even managed to alkalinize nothing because I have been busy video editing. I'm showing you this because I'm going to be back here telling you that the internet has changed my life, and it actually has. I'm going to tell you that you can't start businesses, and I have. That's not a word of a lie. I am here showcasing, I am here working, and it's income streams that I would not have imagined otherwise. And those income streams make such a big difference. Yesterday I was explaining to you, those of you who are struggling, and I can't balance my books, I went to cut down on my rent. Cutting down on your rent won't change anything, because you do need somewhere to live, unless you are unnecessarily extravagant. Like me and my husband, we used to live in some stupidly large houses. So over the last 3 years, 4 years, we have scaled down, 3 years in particular. When the first one was going to university, we scaled down from an 8-bedroom to a 4-bedroom, which was huge. That one needed to be done. And then we've moved from that into this villa, because most of the time it's just 2 people who live here. There is only 4 people when the children are here, which is what, 3-4 weeks in a year. Yeah. Bishop Fitzgerald, how you doing? We've scaled those down, but now that we've got to this size, my husband and I have hit rock bottom. We cannot go any smaller than we currently are. We cannot, unless we want to be homeless and go live on the streets. This is it. So cutting back the size of accommodation is not going to be the strategy for changing our finances. Cutting back the austerity, well, what are we going to do? Are we going to stop eating? No, we have to eat. Are we going to stop buying medication? No, we have to buy medication. So what is the more realistic thing to do if you want to see financial outcomes that are improved? The only thing to do is to stream in more money. How do you stream more money? You need to have assets that you can sell. Either you sell services or you sell products. I am both. I do both. I do products and I do services. So the portfolio you are seeing is a service portfolio. I am building a portfolio to let people know my advertisement style. I want them to know how I showcase people businesses. How can I showcase that I can showcase people businesses? By finding some of the adverts. When I did those ads, I did them live and they were long form. That doesn't suit my portfolio at the moment. So here I am, cutting, editing, so that I would be able to. When you do that, your computer complains. As you can hear, mine is absolutely sick and tired of my foolishness. So I am now back to deleting everything and stripping everything, in the hope that when I empty all these things from the computer onto a disk, it will give me more room to edit. So
Look at the environment.
yeah.
Make it up. The going. Own. Complete your own.
Yeah, this is one I will have to voice over. Yeah.
Very.
The sound was terrible. So we are going to have to do this and edit. But yeah, I'm telling you these things because I want you to understand what it takes.
Chill. Well, preach.
I don't want you to see what I post. Oh, we give God thanks. Bishop Fitzgerald. It is God who gives opportunity. It is God who brings opportunity to your door and to give you the wisdom to recognize it and to act. Some of you have been here for years. I have banged on about what I do. Some of you have taken no interest. As for me, I happen to chance on things. I hear people talk and I'm here. Okay. This portfolio building was something I saw on a reel. I was busy watching a reel and the girl says, well, if you want people to know what you can do, the best thing to do is to build a portfolio. I heard it and I'm like, boom, we are building a portfolio. That's why I'm here, busy editing, busy building a portfolio. It was pure luck and grace that brought that reel to my door. And it was also God's wisdom that allowed me to pay attention to the reel enough to see the importance of it. And now I am building it. And when I build it, I hope to use that to become a new stream of income or a revived stream of income, as I was explaining. Unless you intend to stop eating, to stop feeding your children, to stop paying your children school fees. Those of us who have been lean, but still struggling to make ends meet, the only thing you can do is to stream more income in. And to stream more income in, you need new assets, brand new assets. Some of the old assets will continue to stream, but the only thing for me that helps to make my financial problems improve is if I begin to earn more money. And to earn more money, you need assets. And so I have been in asset building all holiday. These are some of the assets. Yesterday, I was telling some of you that I was here. It would be in the downloads. Yeah. Yesterday, I spent my time creating audio books that are going to change the game for me. I've been here.
He was appointing me his legacy bearer.
I've been here creating all these audios. Eugene, I've been working my backside off to try and create these new assets that I am now going to try and put together. So this portfolio is now putting assets together, and hopefully when I have it, I can market it, I can position it effectively, and I can do well. I greet you. By now, the Christmas celebration is over. The nonsense should have died down, and the reality of facing a new year with old strategy should also face you and scare you. If what happened in the old year is good enough and acceptable for you, you are one of the lucky ones. If you are like me, and yes, I know you can see things that are on there. That is what used to be an ice chest, which used to be a child's lunchbox, which is now my footstool. When I'm sitting here for elevated periods, it's good for me to have my feet up. So yeah, that's my footstool. Yeah, we need to get the declarations in, because I know this will be something somebody will pick up instead of the important topic we are having. I want to show you the back end of what I do. I want you to understand that it doesn't come by chance. I want you to know that I sit here and I read. Yeah, I'm reading business models. I want to understand and remind myself of how to build business models. Yeah. And this one is one that I have loved. Building a lean canvas, the e-packing opportunity. Yeah, this one. When you read people like this, you understand some of the games that other people play. And when you understand the game they play, you might be in with a chance of playing either their game or your own game. And yeah, these games are survival games. So here I am this morning. I have been busy reading. I have been busy video editing. I have been busy audiobook creating. I am now on portfolio building. I would be here talking to you about all sorts of things in a bit. I am inviting you. I will start creating my ad creatives and so on. Yeah. Asamoah. That is what is the back end of what I do. Yep, there is no rest for the evil. There is definitely no rest for the broke. I'm broke, and I don't like being broke. And in order to change being broke, I've got to do other things. So yeah, the business model book, I am reading the business model book. I have had the on strategy sitting here for a while. I am working on improving my strategy. I have not managed to read a lot of the romance novels that I want to read. I don't dare go read romance novels when there is nothing romantic happening in my bank account. This is the real truth about progress, and I want to share the real journey with you. I do not want to doctorate. I do not want to give you arbitrary expectations. When you see the ads and it invites you to join my groups, Obaga guy, this is not a get rich quick scheme. Yeah, this is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not. This is a make progress by real work scheme. We work. But this work is so much better than the work I do to get paid. If I was in school, I would be running around fighting teenagers. Brad may have seen it, you. I'll be fighting teenagers. Somebody will be calling me, giving me work that does not fulfill me. No. At least this one, I am in the comfort of my home. I get to determine my work hours. I woke up at 5:30 and I started. By midday, if I'm tired, I can take a break. I am in control. Yeah. And especially now, it is on top of what I get from work. And I am able to do this in the school holidays. So obviously I'm paid for the school holidays. I'm a school teacher, I'm paid for the holidays. Yeah. Am I based in London? No, I used to live in London maybe nearly 30 years ago. No, I left London a long time ago. I left London, I think 22 years ago, coming up to 23 years ago. Yeah. I lived in Manchester for a while and I left Manchester a decade ago. Yeah. As you can see, this one does not sit in one spot for too long. And now I'm already thinking, where should I go next? Where will opportunities find me more favorably? So I'm thinking about that. But no, I don't live in London. In the UK, I'm a Manchester girl now. My home is in Manchester. But no, even my home doesn't manage to see me. Brakweju, how you doing? It's good to see you. So when I come online and I tell you that the internet has made me money, 100% truth. That I create these assets and the assets stream in money, 100% truth. But what we don't often get to show you is how the assets are created, the work it takes to get the assets done. So if you think that you bat your eyelid and you have videos, no, you don't. You have to edit them. Or you have to have money to pay people to edit for you. Or you were in Manchester yesterday. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm a Within Show girl. I am a Within Show girl. I am a Bagley in Within Show girl. Yeah. I want to be openly declared. I want you to know what it takes to make some of the progress that we sit here to discuss. Oh, you have to have videos. Yes, you must film the videos. It used to be that I would sit here and film and edit. Yeah. These days, if you don't want to film, you don't have to. You can use all these AI tools, and you can even have an AI avatar that looks like you and sound like you. Some of these AI avatars are now so uncannily similar. I struggle to tell the difference between them. But even then, you have to sit here and prompt the AI tools. You must prompt it. No, it's not going to just bring nothing. You must educate it so that it does. Yeah, otherwise it will hallucinate and bring you random things that will not serve your purpose. Yeah. You have to sit here and still work on refining prompts. Yeah. Making sure things are shipshape. Yeah. There is no running away from some of those things. We do make money online, but we are not thieves. Well, I'm not a thief. I'm not a scammer. No, I am not a get-rich schemer. So when you come on board and you want to come into any of my ecosystems and you want to make progress, I want you to understand we are going to make progress by working. We're going to work systematically. We are going to create assets that we own. We are not going to take other people's videos and we're not going to use them. No. We are not going to steal people's intellectual property and monetize it. We don't. And because we don't do that, guess what? You are going to have to create the intellectual property yourself. You will sit here and you will make the videos. You will sit here and you will edit the videos. You will sit here and you will build the portfolio. You will sit here and you will build the web pages, the landing pages, the funnels. You will do all those things. And then we will work with setting up the automations, and then we are good to go. So before I come back and tell you some of the things I'm launching for the 1st of January, because I will be here launching. And when I launch those things, if I'm able to launch the volume I want to launch, 2 months later, 3 months later, I will be here talking nonsense about making some progress. I want you, before any of those things happen, to baseline what caused it. Because when I'm telling you that I've got a new income stream, I might forget to tell you this day when I was editing for 7 hours whilst people were sleeping. Yeah, this week when I haven't left my house at all since Wednesday. I left my house on Wednesday to go for my club meeting. Since I came from my club meeting on Wednesday, I have not gone out of my house. What day is it today? Sunday, yeah. Thursday, Christmas Day, Friday, Saturday, today, Sunday. I have not left my house. And when I have not left my house, I've done a bit of sleeping, I've done a bit of chilling, but there's been a lot of work also. I want that on record. so that before you join my ecosystems, you understand what it is we are here to do. And then you come in with your sleeves rolled, preferably no sleeves, and you come in. We are here to fight for progress. Huh? Poverty is trying to catch you, and you are jabbing poverty. Honey, this is something that will break a sweat out of you. You hear me? Yeah. You must cry a little bit sometimes because your bum is stiff. Yes, you must. Yeah, this is what it takes. So, sorry. If you are looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, I'm not your girl. Yes. Oh, Bishop Fitzgerald, I would love to have gone. I tend to do so in the summer holidays. Last summer, that became a challenge, so I don't know. We'll see. I would love to go sometime very soon because I love that land and I love its people. Hey, Michael Amfo. Which Michael Amfo is this? That name Amfo is so niche that I know you are my husband's relative. But which of my husband's relative are you? Every time I say that, the kids say, but mom, you are also now an Amfo, so you are my relative then. There we go. Which of the Michael Amfos are you? You have to tell me. Which division of Amfo? Are you Amfo Boache? Amfo Ejako? Which Amfo division do you come from? Yeah. Anyway, if you want to be a hard-working person, but you want to work smarter in your hard work, especially those of you who are professionals and you have been giving away your intelligence for free. Oh, Bishop Fitzgerald, tell the Lord, I know I should be a better girl. I'm not such a good girl. I try. And for him to have mercy on me and bless the works of my hands. Yes, I've worked really hard. Can he bless it so I can get benefit from the work I get? Yeah. Domitila, how you doing? So, if you want to work, if you want to learn some of the things, especially as I said, I'm a teacher, I go to work, and when I'm at work, I create PDFs, I create PowerPoints, I create videos, I do those things, not because it's part of my job description. It's just become something you do because it enhances your practice. And a lot of these things that we create sit in hard drives and you are broke. No? The new internet says that if you have PowerPoints that you've made that is very useful for teaching something, you can sell it to other people. Amen to that, Bishop Fitzgerald. Amen. I will hang on to that in great faith. Yeah. If you are somebody who's made videos explaining something, I have thousands of videos. It is important now for me to sit down and have a look at some of those videos and how I'm going to sell them. I'm still thinking about that and trying to figure that out. You may have had a system. You may have come up with a model. You may have a thing that all the accountants in your workplace need. That is your model. And you should document that model and you should sell that model to people in other accounting firms. You know how to teach. You should teach courses. You should. You should get income from there. Yeah. Faustina, an angel. These are the things I teach. I want you are a nurse practitioner. You specialize in diabetes care. Which book? Linda, which of the book? The one I was reading. This one, the business model book. Is that the one? That's the current one I'm reading. I'm reading that because I need to work on. Those of you who can't be bothered to read the whole business model book, I am breaking them down into small PDFs. The ideas that I have generated from all these places that I have been to. So I've got mini ebooks. These are some of the assets I'm creating. I know some of you will never be able to read this. You won't get the time. And some of you will read it and it will fly above your head. So I am simplifying things. I am making things in digestible formats. And I'm creating my own assets. And yes, if you want to learn business strategy, come to Mama. I've got you. If you want to learn how to come to Mama, I've got you. I've got podcast episodes, I've got audiobooks, I have got PDFs, I've got all these assets. Yes. Amen, Bishop Fitzgerald. My husband is the yo. Let me read what Bishop Fitzgerald just wrote. He says, also, your husband is a great person with a mind of business. He's a business teacher. You didn't know that. But yeah, my husband is a business and economics teacher. He is the business mind. Me, I'm a scientist. This whole business thing is alien. I am now learning gradually. But yeah, so business is his domain, not mine. I am here simply going by pure vim. Yeah. Treasure, how you doing? Treasure Turban GH. What a long name. But hi. Hi, Faustina. Yeah. There are so many things you can do. And no, it's not MLMs. There's a video somebody sent to me about new life. There's a new life thing. And the person was like, hey, I will make that video. There are many business models. There are many things that you can do to make money. There are some of those things that will conflict with you and your personal beliefs. There is only one MLM I have done and done successfully, and that's Juice Plus. And even with Juice Plus, it was very successful because the time I had jumped in was the time of COVID. And all of us became very concerned about our health. We were all trying to boost our health. And it was very effective, and it still is very effective in doing its job. Since COVID died down, I have not harassed any of you who did not want to. You were a prophetic person. Oh, you need to write your book this year. This year, I want to work with a lot of authors, and I want to show you a lot of tricks. Bishop Fitzgerald, because you've made a comment on the video, my AI will send you an automated DM. Please reply, and let's deliberate from there. Yeah. After you've made a comment, it will always send you, it will ask you to send your email address so we can keep in touch. Please respond. When I finish this, I will jump in and I will do the manual conversations from there. There are many business models. That's why you need to read things like business models. You need to understand, you bought Juice Plus. Yeah, it is phenomenal. I still stand by it. And yeah, before I jump on businesses, I do a lot of research because I am somebody who my word is all I've got. And so I don't mess with my word. Yeah. Since then, all sorts of people, even with the Juice Plus, like I said, I've calmed down. Those of you who want to buy, you buy. When I'm using it and you ask me about it, I'll tell you about it. It got to a point where you needed to harass people to go, I don't harass. I tell you and I leave it. That is my model. And if that is your belief, a lot of the MLMs are going to be very difficult for you because they have thresholds. You've got to sell a certain amount a month. You've got to recruit a certain number of people. You've got to get a certain size of downline. You've got to, yeah. You've got to sell a certain amount of this. You've got to do this. It gets pushy. And if you're a classic salesperson, if your morals are intact because you know selling it is a good product and whatnot, you will be able to push. There are some of us who can't push. Okay, Brahmi. There are some of us who can't push. I will not appreciate anybody pushing me in times when I am not ready to move. And so I don't push anybody. That's my personal thing. When you have that philosophy of life, an MLM is probably not going to be the best business model for you because you are not going to be able to push enough to make the sales enough to make the money. So this video that people were tagging me in is of a thing called New Life. The person who made it is Nigerian, so I don't know if the business is only in Nigeria or is in any place. Mina, but that New Life sounds like an MLM. You've got to recruit people. You've got to sell a certain volume to get your PV and to get your PCV, whatever names they call it. It's very classic of MLMs. And so if you don't have the personality to push and to reach those targets, you will not make money with MLMs. That might not be the best thing for you. You might be better off looking at franchising. But again, franchising has a capital requirement. Yeah, drop shipping. Okay. Drop shipping might be possible if you have, again, enough money to run adverts. If you cannot run ads, forget it. If you cannot run ads, if you cannot get enough eyeballs, and these social media tools, they are so smart. Some of you used to see me a lot during COVID. You no longer see me anymore because they are intentionally stifling my reach. Why? Because they want to force me to advertise. They do not want you to get free ads via the videos you make. And so they will play those games with you. You've got to have money in order to push a drop shipping model. You do. If you don't have money to advertise, whoops. Then you have to do what some of us do. Come sit here daily and talk and exhibit and so on. You have to understand the business model. You need to understand its pros and cons, and you need to understand its leverages and pivots to be able to do so. Don't come into things with ignorance and expect, I'm just going to, I wrote one book and I'm not rich. You are not going to get rich from one book. Typically, people who write one book and they get rich, they would have done a lot of market research. They would do a lot of promotional. Yeah. They will have to promote the hell out of what they do. One of the things that has now started calming down from the ads, and it was aggressive when they first came, is Temu. Temu, depending on how you place your accent, it's the same thing, T-E-M-U. They want to be a competitor for Amazon and Alibaba. So they came in and you could not go anywhere. If you got an ebook, Temu ad was on there. If you got a game, Temu ad was on there. If you came on social media, Temu, everywhere. Yeah. If you really want to compete, you have to come in with an ad budget, honey. Otherwise, you want to come and destabilize an existing brand with nothing. No, even if you run the ad, we will not buy it on the first time we see the ad. You need to understand buyer psychology, and you need to sit down and refine your market strategy before you attempt. I got it on Amazon. Woo! You're not the only person who's got things on Amazon. Yay! And you will make no sales. Temu is everywhere. Temu is absolutely everywhere. They intend to compete with Amazon, and they intend to compete with lower end stuff, lower cost stuff. But whoever is behind Temu had one heck of an ad budget allocated. They have marketed Temu. Woo! Yeah, that's the truth. There's another one which is competing with Talabat here, Kita. Now, Kita is everywhere. Everywhere you turn, Kita. Yeah. These are some of the truths about some of the progress that people will report. So, for example, I will come sit here. A lot of the course creators that I first started working with, they will create courses and they will tell you, create your course, get it on a platform, and then you are set for life. No, you are not. If you create a course and your course sits on your platform and Getty Marshall doesn't see your course and she doesn't buy it, you are not set for life. Favor Annie has to see your course, be convinced enough to buy it. Otherwise, you are not set for life. Angel Didio is sitting in her living room minding her business, whilst you and your course are sitting on your platform minding yours. You are getting nowhere. There are some truths behind some of these things. And it's not because, it's not because I want to be maleficent. But I'm also aware that whilst you are explaining things in the mainframe, the back end is not seen. It just doesn't fit. That's why I turn the camera on these days. I want you to see me when my hair looks like this and I'm still editing my portfolio. When the portfolio is finished, you will see it. It will look wonderful. It will look very simplistic. I wanted you to know there is filming, there is editing, there is organization and arrangement before the portfolio building, before the refinement of the portfolio, and then you see the portfolio. So I will sit here and I'm like, I've been sending my portfolio to 25 people a month. You have to build a flipping portfolio first. Then you need to identify the number of people you are going to message. Then you need a system that will message these 25 people. I've seen a lot of these creators. Oh, I send my portfolio to 50 creators a month, 50 decision makers a month. Okay, great. You do need a place to send this portfolio. You do need the portfolio. It takes a lot of time to build it. And yeah, I still highly recommend that if you haven't heard, some people are building personal brand portfolios. And in our personal brand portfolios, we are showcasing our abilities. In my case, it is the ability to explain. It is the ability to showcase. That's what I want people to see as my strength. And I want brands that have that positioning to come to me, and I want to work with them. Yeah, I want to work with brands. And in order to work with brands, you do need to have a portfolio. And in order to have a portfolio, you've got to build one. In order to build one, you've got to sit here and create the assets. And that's what I'm doing today. Been doing it for over 6 hours this morning. Civilized people on holiday have not even woken up. Some of them are now pottering down. Yeah, I've been here since 5:20 a.m. working. If the Lord blesses my handiwork, he will be blessing my sweat. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Oh, you do so well now. Yeah, my page is coming up to 8 years old. I opened that page on the 6th of September 2018. This page. 6th of September 2018, I opened it. And I have run it every single day till this day. Yeah. You want a page like that? Well, there we go. Start one and get on it daily. Now, I am able to reshare some of the old videos here from Your Sweat You Eat Bread. Exactly. Bishop Fitzgerald, I am that fundamental. As for me, when my hand is not dirtied, I don't eat. I don't know about the rest of you. If you have figured out other ways of eating and you are happy to eat that way, that's entirely up to you. But me personally, I eat from my sweat. And so those of you who want to do as I do, I am just explaining what it takes to get there. It takes a bit of effort, and then the Lord rewards your effort. Yeah, growing organically, Linda. Yeah, establishing yourself in the long haul. Gertrude, establishing yourself in the long haul. Yeah, being here, digging your own trenches, and then when finally the rain comes, it trickles into your reservoir and people call you lucky. Well, I suppose it is luck that you knew ahead of time to get ready. But there's also a bit of personal credit to be taken there. Yeah, Sherry Ann. So anyway, me, I am off to go chase my tail. Those of you who have heard that we are building personal brands and you are interested in building personal brands, come and see me. If you want me to teach you how to do it, I will. If you can't be bothered to do it and you want to pay me and my systems to build the assets for you, come and pay me, I'll do it for you. And you can also have some of these things that you can use to stream some income in, because 2026 would be very difficult for those who want to bring 2025 strategies. The 2025 strategies themselves did not even work well. Did your 2025 go according to plan? You are lucky. Most of us brought our 2024 game to 2025, and 2025 showed us it was already a whole different ball game. At that time, AI had not even taken off the way it has now. And the way it is heading, AI is going to take on everything and anything. It's going to scale for some people and it's going to annihilate some of us. You have to bring your 2026 game. You have to get ready, because those you are going to compete with are 2026 ready. Are you? You a nurse? Come, let me build a website for you at least that you can use. You have your own calendar and people can book you for consultations. You understand diabetes more than the rest of us do, and most of us are now becoming diabetic. We are insulin resistant. We don't know what to do. You can make yourself into a consultant in that area, and if you decide to position in that area and you are good enough in that area, you will be rich. Because me, I need somebody. My husband needs somebody. Most of my friends need somebody. We need to talk about insulin resistance. If you become a menopause expert, oh my God, you'll be instantly successful. Why? Because me and my cousins, we are all approaching menopause and it's killing us. It's a horrific thing. You understand cortisol? Come and talk to us. Cortisol is killing us. It's waking up all of us up at 2 a.m. We cannot keep cortisol. That's why I can't sleep. Cortisol spikes happen at 2:30 a.m. Cholesterol, that's another thing. It's killing all of us. Cholesterol, we do not know what to do. I have been hyperlipidemic for over a decade. I have tried medication. Come, you understand how to manage cholesterol properly. That's one of the reasons why Juice Plus did really well for me. I had that problem. And then I found that their omega oils were phenomenal at dealing with it. If you're interested, go to amamanson.juiceplus.com and look for the Omega Plus. Add the berry combination. If you have money, buy the premium 3 sets. Yeah, the fruits, the veg, the berry, and add the omega if you are comfortable financially. If you are not comfortable financially, you can still get very good outcomes with just the omega-3 and the berry. Yeah, amamanson.juiceplus.com. Go buy yourself your sets and start taking it. You will thank me very much. Yeah, those of you, I can tell you from experience, but I am not a nutritionist. Some of you understand the reason why the omega-3 oils with the berries are doing that. Some of you understand that. You come and explain. A lot of us want to understand. So many of us are struggling. So find yourself a niche. Your niche is usually better in a place of existing expertise. I have parented a child who had many needs, and I have so successfully parented that child that child is now himself a computer science genius. Yeah, I can sit here and I can talk to you about how to parent genius children, how to parent neurodivergent children. I am myself very neurodivergent anyway. I think you need 2 seconds with me to know. I'm very high performing neurodivergent. So I can sit here and I can talk to you about how neurodivergent brains work and how you parent neurodivergent children, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It is better that you situate in your area of existing expertise. And so I talk about education because that's what my profession is. I have all the professional understanding, and now I've got the doctorate in education, so I can explain education and how children learn. Yeah. The science of learning and development is an area of expertise, so I can sit here and I can talk to you about those ones. It is much better than me talking to you about cholesterol management. I will need to go and do private learning before I come to explain cholesterol management, so it is better that I position in an area of existing expertise. Yeah. Sometimes your area of existing expertise may be brought on by struggles that you have faced, not necessarily your profession. Like I said, I've parented a neurodivergent child. And in order to do so, I have had to become very knowledgeable very quickly. So if I wanted to, experience has brought that to my table. Facebook can be horrific sometimes. Sometimes maybe you have made comments in the last how many minutes and I haven't responded to your comments. Please know that Facebook, the bugger that is Facebook, sometimes does not show me all your comments in real time. So if that has been the case and I haven't seen your comments and I have not replied, it's not because I haven't wanted to. It is purely because the algorithm, especially sitting on my old phone, it's trying to force me to change my phone. This girl is not ready to change my phone. You can tell Facebook and my phone to get lost. Look, there have been 24 comments. Okay, I think those were old comments because I saw Linda's comments earlier. Yeah, I did. So there has not been any new comments. That's why. Okay, fine. Great. Yeah. Manuel, anyway, I'm going to go back to work. It's always nice to chin wag with you, but I can't afford to be off the grid for too long. I am now still building assets. When I finish building the assets, I've got to host the assets in places that will be accessible to you. And when I finish that, I've got to now come and market those assets so that they are in front of you and you can access them and you can use them. I'm going to be selling some of my audios, some of my videos. I really appreciate when you talk about personal development. Those videos will be premium videos you can buy now. Yeah, I really want to buy your, yeah, they will be here. I've got audios, I've got audiobooks, I've got all sorts that you can now purchase on your own terms and use whenever you want. You can buy a group, you can buy a series, and you can pay me for the series, yeah? There we go. So, Sylvester, how you doing? It's good to see you. I need to figure out, where have I been? Abdul, I'm always here. Facebook just doesn't show you the videos by default. So you must come to the page, you must search for me, and then you'll find the content. They don't put the reminders out the way they used to put the reminders out. I remember when they used to have watch parties. You could make your video, and then after a while, you could come back and do a watch party. They have all these great things. They get you addicted to them, and then they remove them. Yeah. They don't notify any. If they notify 0.001% of you, I am lucky. Cinderella, amen. And God bless you too. Yeah. I am a mentor for those who want to make personal progress from your sweat and from your own effort. If you are that kind of person and you want to have me as your personal mentor or as a coach, do find my calendar, book a session, come and sit with me. I do consultations. Yeah. And this is what I mean by the personal brand. Those of you who want to be able to set something up so that you can have your own calendar and you would be able to have people book to come see you. You'd be able to send landing pages to people. You can put people in communities and you can work with them. Yeah, come to mama. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Yeah. Bye-bye. See you soon. And if you haven't followed the page, please do. If you haven't got your notification turned on, please do. And can you watch out for my invitations asking you to come and join my ecosystems on my own platforms in places where I can reach you whenever I want and we are able to engage and interact with each other. See ya.